on the Road Show is a product of Murdoch Worldwide Entertainment. Now on the Road Show. This is entertainment all up in your face.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. The question that I have for you is that of all of the characters that you have created, is there any one that you would have done differently now or the past few years?
I heard the whole thing until, is there anyone I missed? That's a good question. No. I can't think of any. I love them all. I think they're wonderful. No, seriously, I can't think of anything I would have changed. And maybe when I get home, something will come to me. You'll have to have another convention.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I heard everything you said until the last part. Maybe my hearing's improving.
If the producers of Big Bang Theory asked you to come back for another episode, would you want to team up with Will Wheaton to get back at Sheldon?
Only if you have the show first. That's going to be okay. Would you like to team up with Sheldon?
Yeah. Chuck Lorre, the producer, had asked me, said he would try to get another cameo for me, but I guess so much else has been going on. You know, he also does that thing with Sheen, brother-in-law or something. 2.5 Men. So he's been busy. But yeah, and I'd love to do, and I want you all to write a lot of mail to this guy. I want to do another cameo in his show, too.
And are you going to be on the final season of Chuck?
Am I going to be on the final season of Chuck? Which Chuck?
I'm going to take that as a no.
Is this show called Chuck?
I don't know any show called Chuck.
All right, well, moving right along.
It's going to drive me crazy. What is Chuck? Have I been on it? So I said that I haven't been through anymore. On Chuck, but I haven't done any on Chuck.
Not yet, no.
Well, I was trying to think, is there a show I was on called Chuck? And there isn't. It's not nice of you to confuse a guy. I got my shirt, you mustn't confuse me.
Stan Lee, last year I thanked you for all the characters you created. This year I have to make a confession. There is one character above all heroes that I like more than your Marvel superheroes. And that is Fat Mama.
Oh, from the show, Who Wants to Be a Superhero?
That's correct.
Well, she was pretty good. I have no problem with that.
Back then, I had asked a question, and you said you would take the idea back that was mentioned in it to, quote-unquote, the boys in the office.
I said I would take the idea back.
And he had an idea last year for a character.
For a team of superheroes with disabilities like autism and Down syndrome. And I was wondering, what happened?
A team of superheroes.
Who had disabilities like autism and other things. And you mentioned it last week.
Obviously, you know, when you do anything like this, excuse me, you have to get somebody to pay to print and publish it. I came up with the idea and I suggested it to a few people, but it fell on deaf ears. Nobody wanted to finance it. So at the moment, it's nowhere. And I'm
But
sorry.
you know that it exists.
Hmm?
Thank you.
We have, you can do a team, you can do one handicapped person like Daredevil. You do it in a certain way. And frankly, I'm working on another character now that might be put in that category. But somehow a whole team of them, it just seemed to scare the people who pay for these things. And I have not been able to get that idea across. Sorry.
How did it feel to see your comics turn into live-action movies?
Oh, you know the best thing about it? All those great directors and producers and special effects men and actors, they do all the work, and I get so much of the credit. And it's a wonderful arrangement. But to answer your question, it feels great. It really does. Years ago, when we were doing these characters, never in a million years would we have thought that they'd ever be on the screen. I mean, we just hoped the books would sell and we'd keep our jobs. So it's been quite a ride for us.
I just have to say, it is an incredible honor to be in your presence, Stan. I'm one of the many fans who grew up with your comic books, with your TV shows, movies, everything. There was one show that I actually really enjoyed as much as everybody put it down. I was honestly curious if you ever planned on making a new season of Who Wants to Be a Superhero, because I'd love to be on that show.
No, I'm afraid that was gone. You know what happened? It didn't do that well in this country. They loved it in England. So they tried to produce it with teenagers. The same idea. They called it Who Wants to Be a Superhero, but with teenagers. And it really didn't work there either. So it's been given up. But I have a new show you may have heard of called Stan Lee's Superhumans.
I love that show as well.
And that one looks like it's going to be a big hit. It's on the History Channel. They didn't think much of it, I think, in the first season. They didn't promote it. But then they realized it was getting great ratings. So now for the second season, which will start in the fall, they're going to do all kind of publicity and promotion, and I think it's going to be a hit show. So it'll take the place of Who Wants to Be a Superhero, maybe.
Well, I just wanted to say, if you ever do decide to make a new season, I'd love to be on that show. Excelsior.
Okay. And in case you forgot, the name is Stan Lee's Superhumans. History Channel, don't miss it, I'll be checking on you.
Hi, Stan. I wanted to talk about, I'm a big fan of this little phenomenon called Japanese anime. And
Yeah.
you have something for that called Hero Man. I was wondering, where did you come up with the very, very original title? And do you think it was a success in Japan and it got a simulcast here, or do you think you do other things like this? You also got a cameo on that.
I heard most of it, but not all. Where did I come up with it?
Where do you come up with the name, and how do you think it was a success?
Which name? Hero Man? You do not feel that that's the most sophisticated title come up with, do you? I detect that in your tone of voice. I thought that the Japanese persons would like the title, and apparently they did. And I was doing it for a Japanese company, so I wanted to make them happy. They liked the name Hero Man. And what was the other one? It was successful, and we're in the process now of seeing about selling it in this country, so you'll be seeing it here. But about me being happy with it, I'm never happy with anything that anybody else does. I always feel it should have been done this way or that way. It's done very much in the Japanese style, which is a good style, and it's good for the Japanese. But I think I would have made a few changes in it, but it's still a good show. And when it comes over here, I think I'll be able to make the changes I want, so it'll be good for the audience here. But they did a good job, and they like it in Japan. And you're not supposed to say, I don't know why.
I actually like this show, so So thank you very much.
Okay, and you're a great human being for adding that last phrase.
I have a quick question. I've studied.
Rampage Fitness Academy is located at 23681 Via Linda, Suite A, in Mission Viejo, California, 92691. Call them at 949-830-7267. Cardio kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, regular boxing, yoga, or women's classes only. Rampage Fitness Academy has it all. Check them out at rampagefitnessacademy.com.